Hey guys, welcome back to another comic book review here on Toned In Entertainment. When we left off with issue number 3, we saw that the Shredder was now entering the picture, much to the excitement of Bison and to the chagrin of Baxter Stockman. Now, will the Shredder be the secret weapon that Bison will need to complete his mission of unleashing a psycho bomb? Well, let's get on with my comic book review of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cross Street Fighter issue number 4. Now, much like in the past where the Shredder has brought empires to their knees, here as issue 4 kicks off, it appears that he's ready to show anyone who dare stands in his way that he has no problems in repeating history. Now, while Baxter Stockman finds himself in a cold sweat as to what the Shredder's next move will be, Bison has other plans that include finishing adding his last ingredient to his psycho bomb, which is Raphael, and will leave the Doctor pondering why he got involved with this madman in the first place. At the end of issue number 3, we saw that Chun-li was able to make an escape, and when we catch up with her here in issue number 4, she has been able to find the relief that she needs in Michelangelo and Guile. Now, when it comes to Ryu, Leonardo, Janica, Ken, and Donatello, they have completed one of their objectives, and that was clearing the tunnels. That is until the pesky insect that is Baxter Stockman falls into their laps. With his back against the wall, Baxter will let them know that his plans are to detonate the psycho bomb over a very small populated part of the United States, only to show other countries the power that is at his fingertips. With time of the essence, Mikey, Chun-li, and Guile will kick the snot out of anyone in their way and tear the place to pieces while looking for Raphael, and while doing so, we're going to see some familiar faces. And as far as the other team goes, they will take Baxter Stockman with them and try to stop the launch once and for all, but it won't be an easy task as a very ticked off Shredder stands in their way. From here, Ryu, Janica, and Leo will be the muscle that will face off with Shredder, and it'll be Ken that will escort the brains, with that being Baxter and Donatello, to the control console. Now, Baxter will tell them there's only 2 options to stop this bomb from taking off. Option A, well, that's going to take hours, which of course is not an option. And option B is to just wreck the console. Now, acting like a gamer who's just mashing buttons, Ken will just go crazy and just start tearing up the console with no rhyme or reason, which in turn puts a giant smile on Baxter's face as there is now no way to stop the bomb. Now, as far as the fight between Shredder versus Ryu, Janica, and Leonardo goes, well, it will be the Shredder who has gotten the upper hand. And while Baxter thought that he was going to be in full control after fooling Ken, it will be revealed that it is Bison who is ultimately in control, as it's revealed that the coordinates for the psycho bomb aren't some desolate part of the desert as Baxter thought, but that it's going to head to his hometown of Manhattan, New York. Now for my score for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Cross Street Fighter issue number 4. The story, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Once again, writer Paul Allor shows why bad guys should have learned now that they can't trust one another, as there's just one screw job after another in this series, all leading to M. Bison having control of the situation in the palm of his hands. The art is once again going to get an 8 out of 10. By now, we know what we are getting from the art team of Ariel Medel and Sarah Meyer, and I expect more of the same in issue number 5. Although I do want to give a nod to some of the creativeness used in this issue with the use of reflections that definitely caught my eye. The momentum, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. With only one issue left and the deck stacked heavily in the favor of Bison, will the heroes be able to stop this evil dictator? The answer to that when the 5th and final issue of this series is released on November 8th. The fun factor, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10, which makes my final score for issue number 4 a 9.25 out of 10. This series is just good old fun. I'm really enjoying the fun ride that writer Paul Allor is taking us on, and how he's able to mash up all these personalities in either seeing them come together for a common cause or just eventually be stabbed in the back for their own evil intentions. Now, have you been reading this series? And if so, what are your thoughts? And if you missed any of my previous reviews for this series. They can all be found in one playlist, and you can find a link in the description that will take you to those reviews. Now, with only one issue left, if you haven't already, now is the perfect time for you to hit that red subscribe button so you can stay tuned in here to Toned In Entertainment for future videos.
Subscribe to the channel. Do it. Go now. Do it now.